Hi, this is Ed LaCara, and this is my fourth of 4 videos to help you overcome little nagging injuries when you start to increase your running in the beginning of the year. So this video is going to be how to treat iliotibial band syndrome or ITB syndrome. And normally with ITB syndrome, we get irritation down right above the knee, either a little bit in the front or a little bit in the back. Each of these can be treated with the same techniques that I'm using here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tape. Now I'm taping over my pants for better, just so you can see it, but you would do this directly on your skin. And how you're going to do this is you're going to cross over to just get a little bit of a stretch on the tissue. I'm going to lay down the tape and I'm going to run this all the way up my leg and into my glute. Now if you notice, I'm letting my leg drop, so it's stretching the tissue here. My second strip is going to be my decompression strip, and I'm going to do about a 50% stretch right on the area of pain. So I'm going to stretch it here, 50% stretch here. So that decompression strip is right over your site of pain. It could be here, it could be a little higher, it could be a little lower. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take my TP therapy grid and I'm going to foam roll the area of discomfort. I'm going to start, there's 2 zones, one right above my knee and then one about mid-thigh. So I'm going to get onto my side. This leg comes out in front in order to just give me some support. The grid is right above my knee. I'm going to do 4 rolls. 1, 2, nice and slow, nice and controlled. 3, 4. And then I'm going to do 4 knee bends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go mid-thigh. I'm going to bring the grid up a little higher. 4 slow rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 knee bends. 1, a little tender. 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're breathing really well. Make sure you're maintaining good spinal position. Do those couple things. Hopefully that'll help you get over those little nagging injuries so you can get back out there running. Watch your mileage. Make sure you stay real hydrated and eating well. And until next time, have a great 2014. Hi, this is Ed LaCara from Sports Plus, and I'm shooting the second out of 4 videos on how to self-treat little nagging injuries that occur when we start to increase our running mileage. So this time of the year, most people want to go out and get in better shape, or they have a New Year resolution of losing weight. We start to run a little bit more, and these little injuries come up. So I want to help you help yourself, so that way you can continue to pursue those 2014 goals. So this Achilles tendonitis is what I'm going to talk about today. This is usually the pain that occurs right in the back here, or it can occur kind of up here more in the muscle where it attaches into the tendon. So I'm going to use 2 of my favorite modalities. The first one, kinesiology tape, and I use rock tape. And what we do is we apply the tape. I'm going to start by applying it underneath my foot. Notice I'm not stretching the tape. I'm not pulling the tape. I'm keeping the tape nice and relaxed, but I'm stretching my toes back, which will put stretch on the tissue. Same thing when I come up into the back of my calf. I'm pulling my toes up, which is putting stretch on my calf, but I'm not putting stretch on the tape. This is called a stabilization strip, and I'm bringing this all the way up to the back of my knee. Some people get a little irritated if it's in the back in the crease, so you can just cut it a little bit short if you need to. I rub it to try to get the glue to become active. It'll stick better. My next strip is called a decompression strip, and the decompression strip, I actually put stretch on the tape. And I'm going to do about 50%. So here's 0 stretch, has a little slack, you can see. Here would be 100. Here's about 50. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply that 50% decompression strip right over the site of my pain. And then I lay it flat on the edges, and there's not going to be any stretch on what we call the tails on the edges over here. Okay? Now I'm going to take my trigger point grid, and what I'm going to do is use this to do self-massage to relax the muscle so it's not pulling on this tendon so much, so we get rid of that tendonitis. How I'm going to do this, I'm going to divide my calf into 2 zones, zone 1 and zone 2. And I'm going to first start in zone 1. I'm going to find any tender points in that zone 1. So I found one there, and then right after that I'm going to sit into it for about 20 seconds. I'm going to increase the stress on it by laying one leg over the top. I'm going to focus on my breathing here, and notice I'm not all curled up. I'm nice and tall to keep my lungs open, and I'm just breathing in through my nose and out through your nose. After about 20 or 30 seconds, you're going to do 4 slow rolls back and forth. 1, 2. Notice my foot is not like this. It's nice and relaxed. That allows for deeper penetration into the tissue. After I've done 4, now I'm going to go back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going back and forth, almost like cross-friction massage. Now I'm going to go to zone 2, a little higher. I'm going to go on that seek and destroy mission again. I found a tender spot, so I'm going to sit on it for about 20 or 30 seconds. If the second leg is too heavy, I can just take this off and just give myself some support. You know it's too much pressure if you can't breathe. If it's just, or it's causing you to sweat. We don't want that much pressure, you don't need it. After about 20 or 30 seconds, now I'm going to go into those rolls. 4 slow rolls, 1, 2, and it's about 1 inch per second is about the speed that I'm doing this. 4, and then 4 spans, back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it. So when you have this pain underneath there, that Achilles tendonitis, start treating it yourself so that way you can get back to those activities that you love. And if you do this stuff before you run, it can help prevent the injuries as well. Have a great 2014. I hope you accomplish your goals and be well.